You might have changed a few of your habits, but you're still you. And so it's important to have some mercy on yourself when you're thinking about the you that you want to become and how you want to improve in your life, because it's still essentially going to be you. What up, you guys? Welcome back to another video in this beautiful setting. I am in Florida in the Orlando area in Doug's parents' patio. I've got Olive here in the back. Oh, clearly he's not into the filming. And I've got the birds and all of nature in the background. So today's video, I wanted to talk to you about the new year. It's 2020. It's already happened and there's no stopping it. And that might come with a little bit of a sinking feeling in your gut, you know? I want to be better at this. I want to improve at this. I want to get rid of this aspect of my life. I wish that I were different already. I wish that I had already achieved my goals. All these things tend to come up when the new year hits. The internet and in books and just all over the place. We've heard it forever. New year, new you, right? You've heard it a million times. But I would like to rattle that cage a little bit and shake up that notion that we've been taught and telling ourselves for so long. I am a freelance writer as my main gig, and I recently wrote a blog for a nonprofit. And I wrote this blog about the new year and the same you, right? New year, same bad bitch. And the reason I wanted to write this blog is because I had felt this sinking feeling with 2020 coming up. And you guys know I'm all about improving myself and doing it in a really loving way, but I'm also all about loving who you are right now and understanding that who you are right now is already good enough. You know, the person that you are now, the person you will be in the future, and the person you were 5 years ago is really all the same person. You might have changed a few of your habits, but you're still you. And so it's important to have some mercy on yourself when you're thinking about the you that you want to become and how you want to improve in your life, because it's still essentially going to be you, and you don't want to be so hard on yourself. Something I wrote on one of the pages of the yoga journal that I just released, the 30-day yoga journal, was, when I'm older, am I going to want to have been this hard on myself? So really think about that. When you're thinking back on your life, are you going to be happy with how hard you might have been on yourself? Are you going to be pleased with how much stress you've put on yourself to be better? I don't think I will be happy in the end of my life if all I've done is beat up on myself for getting better and improving when I've always been this me. So without going too hard on this intro, I want to let my dog in because clearly he can't handle this. Hold on. Excuse me, Doodle. Trying to film a video here and you can't handle it. Goodness gracious. Okay. So, new year, same you. Wrap that thought around your head and try to think about all the things that are already great about you. And I know that seems kind of cheesy, but for real, when I thought about this, a lot of things came to mind that I didn't actually expect. There's a lot about me that I already love and that I'm already great at and that I'm already really proud of. And I am 150% sure that you are the same and that you have a lot of things to be proud of already. So I'd like to challenge you to keep that in mind this year, this new decade. You're already good enough, and that is so true. So give yourself that hug and that credit and that little pat on the back, you know what I'm saying? And tell yourself that, because if you don't, I promise you, nothing's ever gonna be good enough. It won't be good enough next year when it's 2021 and you look back, because you'll have expected all these things, and even if you achieved them all, the habit that you've created is new year, new expectations. And is that ever going to be solved? Are you ever going to be happy? Is every year going to be New Year's resolutions? Because thus far, it's been that way, right? So I'd like to challenge you to look at your New Year's resolutions in a different way. So I want to give you a couple examples of the most common New Year's resolutions and how you can maybe reframe them for yourself in a more healthy outlook. So number one is getting more fit. It's on the top of everybody's New Year's list. Well, how can we do that better? You know, it's not bad to get in shape. It's not bad to want to get healthy. So how can we look at that in a more self-serving purpose? And I'm gonna refer to my blog because it's just that damn good. So I said, if fitness is on your resolution list, hold on, I can't read and look at a camera. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, I got this. Instead of thinking, I need to get more fit, I need to hit the gym every day, why not instead think of more sustainable ways to build your health? For example, starting a yoga practice that actually feels good for your individual body. Not trying to force yourself to do all these different yoga moves, just finding a practice that feels good for your specific body, for your specific pain points. And trying to incorporate more fresh local fruits and vegetables into your diet. Those are really manageable ways to start getting healthy. And they're not filled with guilt either. It's just find an exercise within the yoga realm or any realm. I'm just giving the yoga example because that's my jam. Find some kind of exercise that feels good for you.
Make it easy, my friends.
If I can tell you anything that should stick, make this easy for yourself. Don't make it something that you're gonna wanna beat up on yourself. Oh my God, I didn't do an hour and a half of yoga every day. I'm a piece of shit. That's not healthy. And you know what? You might as well have just skipped the yoga because the amount of cortisol releasing through your blood right now for hating on yourself at this high of a level is just, don't even do yoga. What are you doing it for? Health? If you're doing it for health, you probably shouldn't be so stressed about it then, right? So just try to make something easy and manageable, like adding more fruits and vegetables and finding a practice that feels good for your body. That's much better and much more self-serving than I need to get more fit. I need to hit the gym more this year. So that's one thing. Now, what if improving your finances is on your list? Because that's like number 2 for everybody. So let's cover that one. Instead of thinking about it from a negative standpoint, which we all know money is money. It's negative when you don't have a lot of it and you need more of it, right? I'm not trying to beat around that bush. We got it. I know we need money. But what about looking at it from a different standpoint? Because you're probably spending money on things, as we all do. How about trying to look back on the past couple of months, nothing crazy, and just think about what are some purchases you've made that have made you really smile, like genuinely smile. And how can you buy more of those things and less of the other stuff? Start putting that money towards more things that make you happy. The problem in money and spending it in the first place is that we need to prioritize how we spend it based on things that make us happy. And if you do that, you will inherently spend less money on the things that you don't need because you're going to be focused on the things that do make you happy and how you can spend your money on those things. So I won't dive too hard into that one anymore because we get the picture, okay? Spend your money on the smiles, don't spend it on bullshit. Okay, last one that has been on everybody's New Year's resolution lists for the past centuries, improving your relationships. What if instead of focusing on how you need to better the relationship with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your coworkers, your best friend, instead of thinking of how to improve those, think of how you can improve your relationship with yourself. How can you talk to yourself in your head better? How can you treat yourself and your health better? When we focus on improving our internal relationship with ourselves, all of our other relationships inherently get better. So I'm not asking you to ignore your external relationships. I'm asking you to stop ignoring your internal one. When was the last time that you sat down and wrote a letter of congratulations to yourself for all that you've done? When was the last time that you journaled about how much you love yourself? When was the last time that you wrote things that you're grateful of about you that have nothing to do with what you've accomplished? When was the last time that you sat down and thought about the things that you love about your body that aren't necessarily what society has told you to love? If you haven't done any of those things recently, then you're not really treating yourself with the same kind of love and respect that you're trying to treat other people with. And I'm not saying that you write love letters to everybody that you know, but when somebody that you know does something to be proud of, you tell them. And when somebody that you know looks great in an outfit or does their hair really well or does their makeup really well or speaks really well when they're telling you something, you tell them. So why aren't you telling yourself? You have to be working on this relationship with you or you're never going to get this amazing relationship with other people because it has to reflect off of the relationship you have with yourself. You have to look at yourself as the amazing person you are. This 2020, you've got faults, you've got things to work on, but you are a kick-ass person, and you've gotten this far in life because you're strong. So you have to start rewriting this script for yourself. And if you still want to have a New Year's resolution list that you follow through with this year, this new start of the decade, I am here for it, dude. I'm all here for it because I know I have a list. But my list is rooted in unconditional love for myself. No matter what happens, I am basing it on the fact that I'm already good enough and I already love myself. And if everything on my New Year's resolution list doesn't get accomplished, it's all good. I'm still Kirsten and I'm still a badass bitch. And you have to look at yourself like that. And it's not about being conceited. We've been taught this, I think in the South, especially where I grew up in North Carolina, that being confident isn't a good thing, that you're being cocky when you do that. And that is just an unhealthy way to look at yourself. You have to be confident because if you're not, who else is going to be for you? And you have to stand up for what is right for you. And that means having unconditional love. That means setting a New Year's resolution list that actually is based in love for yourself and isn't based in the pressure of society to be something different. So my friends, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. And if you have, don't forget to subscribe and comment down below because I will respond. Don't forget, you are supported and worthy and 100% unique. You already have something genuine to offer this world. So go ahead, offer it up, baby. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.